11 things women appreciate more than saying I love you. Old Stoic wisdom. Do you think that simply saying I love you is enough to express love? Have you ever thought that a sweet phrase is all you need to keep a relationship strong? If your answer is yes, then forget about it. Words are just a small part of love. Ancient Stoic philosophers lived and taught the depth of actions over words. They believed that what truly matters in love isn't the constant phrases we say, but the actions that show you care and respect. In this video, I'll show you 12 things women actually value more than hearing I love you. These aren't things that can be expressed through simple words, but through specific actions, gestures that don't need to be spoken, but still touch the heart. Let me help you break free from old habits and discover the real values that can change how you see love. 1. A heart that listens deeply. A heart that listens deeply is one of the most profound and often overlooked expressions of love. You see, listening is not just a passive act. It's a powerful gesture that speaks louder than any words could ever express. But here's the thing. You must understand that it's not about solving her problems or offering advice the moment she opens up to you. It's about being fully present and engaged, offering her the precious gift of your attention without distractions. Don't be the kind of man who listens only to respond. Instead, listen to truly understand, to absorb her thoughts and emotions, and to connect with her on a deeper level. You must hear what she is saying, but you also need to pay attention to what's left unsaid, the feelings behind her words, the pauses between sentences, and the unspeakable fears and desires she might be wrestling with silently. This is where true connection happens. Listening deeply is an act of love that builds intimacy in ways that words alone cannot. It's easy to say I love you, but it's 1,000 times more meaningful when you show up with your heart and ears wide open, ready to listen without judgment, without interruption, and without an immediate need to offer a solution. That is the kind of love that nurtures a relationship, that fosters trust and understanding. A man who listens in this way creates an environment where she feels heard, seen, and valued, not just for what she says, but for who she is. You must know that when she talks, her emotions are woven into the words she speaks. Don't rush through her thoughts, trying to fill in the gaps with your own opinions. Be the man who gives her the time and space to express herself freely, without fear of being dismissed or misunderstood. When you do this, you show her that her voice matters to you in ways that go far beyond a simple, I love you. This act of listening with intention fosters a connection that is far deeper than surface-level conversation. You need to be the kind of partner who not only listens, but truly understands her on an emotional level. Recognize when she needs to vent, and know when she needs a shoulder to lean on. That understanding creates a bond that transcends words, because it's rooted in something much more meaningful, emotional intimacy. Don't let your relationship be limited to superficial exchanges. Make it rich with understanding, patience, and active listening. The real power in any relationship comes when both partners can truly hear each other, when they can share their most vulnerable thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment. Be the man who creates that space. Be the man who listens, not just with his ears, but with his heart. And remember this when you listen deeply. You're not just hearing words, you're tuning into her soul. That is where true love flourishes, not in grand declarations, but in the quiet moments when you show up and say, without speaking a word, I'm here. I hear you. It's in these moments that you'll find your relationship growing in ways that words like I love you will never be able to achieve. So, don't be the man who forgets the power of presence. Don't rush to speak. Be the man who listens and watches her world unfold in front of you. There's a magic in deep listening, a magic that strengthens bonds and nurtures love in ways that simple words could never do. If you found value in this video, like, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom. Comment to remember. I listen with my heart and soul. This affirmation reminds us of the deep connection that true listening fosters in a relationship. Be the man who listens with intention and creates a bond that transcends words. Let's start the conversation. Share your thoughts below. 2. Respect for her independence. Respect for her independence. You must understand this. Women value their autonomy deeply. They are not looking for someone who stifles their growth, but rather someone who supports it. It's not about control, it's about respect. A woman thrives when she has the space to grow, to pursue her passions, to become the person she is meant to be. And you, as her partner, must support that. You must stand beside her as she grows, not in front or behind her. She doesn't need you to define her. She needs you to empower her. A partner who understands this creates a bond that is unbreakable. When you respect her independence, when you give her the freedom to be herself, you are creating a stronger, deeper connection than any declaration of love could ever achieve. In today's world, independence is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. Think about it. Women today are not just partners. They are leaders, professionals, and individuals with their own dreams and aspirations. The notion that love is all about constant attention or clinging onto one another is outdated and counterproductive. It breeds dependency, which in turn breeds resentment. When you allow her the space to be herself, to explore who she truly is, you give her the gift of self-actualization. This is priceless. And this is something that speaks volumes beyond mere words. The greatest thing a man can do for his woman is to support her independence, said the philosopher Epictetus. When you embody this principle, you demonstrate a maturity that attracts rather than repels. Now let me be clear. Respecting her independence doesn't mean neglecting the relationship. It doesn't mean pulling away emotionally or becoming distant. It means giving her the freedom to pursue her own path without fear of judgment or criticism. And yes, this requires strength and confidence. It's easy to demand constant attention and to be possessive, but that shows weakness. True strength lies in trusting your partner to thrive on her own terms. True love is not about possession, it's about appreciation, said Osho. You must appreciate her for who she is, not for who you want her to be. And here's the key to victory in your relationship. If you want to win her heart, stop trying to cage her, set her free. When she feels supported in her independence, she will return to you with a love that is real. That is true, and that is powerful. But if you stifle her, if you try to keep her within boundaries, you will only push her away. This is a hard truth, but it's the truth. You must make space for her to soar, to rise, to achieve. This is the bedrock of any strong relationship. Do you want to know the secret to attracting the woman of your dreams? Let her be herself. Don't define her by what you want her to be. When you support her independence, when you let her grow, you are giving her the space to love you in a way that is deep and profound. It's not about grand gestures or constant promises. It's about supporting her personal growth and giving her room to breathe. When you do this, you will find that the love she gives you will surpass anything you could have imagined. You will have a partner who respects you as much as you respect her. She will trust you. She will honor you. She will choose you again and again. This is the true power of a relationship built on respect. If you're unsure about this principle, think about the great men in history who understood the importance of respect for independence. They didn't suffocate their partners, they uplifted them. They didn't demand their attention, they gave them the freedom to shine. That is the true essence of love, and you must embody it. Do not cling, do not hold tight. Stand strong, be the one who supports her growth. Encourage her, give her space to fly, and when you do, watch as the love she has for you becomes stronger than ever before. Trust me, this is how you build a relationship that lasts a lifetime. So, let's be clear. Respect her independence, encourage her growth, support her dreams. This is how you truly connect. This is how you master life and relationships. 3. The power of undivided attention. The power of undivided attention is one of the most profound and underappreciated gifts you can offer a woman. Picture this: you're seated across from her. The setting is perfect. Dim lights casting a warm glow. The smooth rhythm of jazz fills the air, and everything feels effortlessly right. She sits before you, looking radiant in a way that makes time slow down. you can't help but admire her, as her beauty effortlessly shines through, her hair a little tousled, dressed in that one outfit you can't get enough of. Then, in the middle of her speaking, when she's telling you something that's deeply important to her, your phone buzzes. It's just a quick glance at a harmless notification from a group chat. Nothing urgent, just a small distraction. But in that moment, you've done something irreversible. When you look back up, the sparkle in her eyes has dimmed. The warmth that once radiated between you both has suddenly gone cold. You can feel it in your chest. Something has shifted. The moment is gone, and you can't get it back. It's easy to think that this tiny, seemingly innocent distraction doesn't matter, but it does. In that brief instant, you've made her feel unseen, unimportant, and that is a feeling most women will never voice aloud. It's subtle, but it's deep, and it's real. Women notice when your attention slips away, even when they don't say anything about it. They won't demand your focus, but they will slowly withdraw the parts of themselves they once shared freely with you. When attention slips, so does intimacy. Love isn't about grand gestures or booming declarations. It's about those quiet, intimate moments where you are fully present, listening, engaging, and offering her your entire self without reservation. True love doesn't come from gazing at her as though she's an object for admiration. It's about making her feel as though she is the center of your world, even in a crowded room. Now, I can hear the doubts forming. What if she doesn't notice? What if I give her my full attention and she's still lost in her own world? Here's the secret when you lead with presence. You shift the entire dynamic. You don't need to beg for her attention. By offering your undivided focus, you create a magnetic pull that draws her back into your orbit. That's the real magic of being truly present. It's not about begging for her gaze. It's about commanding it. The people who leave a lasting impact on this world aren't the loudest. They are the ones who are fully immersed in their connections, radiating presence, whose energy lingers long after they've left the room. You might think that a woman will forget the text where you said, "I love you," but she will never forget the way you looked at her when, for a brief moment, she could see that you wanted to be nowhere else but with her. That, my friend, is the attention women crave, more than any words or promises you could give. So when you're with her, be there, fully. Don't let your mind wander to your never-ending to-do list. And don't be distracted by your phone buzzing with notifications. Instead, ground yourself in the present moment and communicate, through your attention, that you are fully here with her. This isn't just about listening with your ears, it's about listening with your soul. In a world brimming with distractions, a man who is truly present is rare and unforgettable. And the touch that stems from that presence, it's not just physical. It's a connection that speaks volumes without uttering a single word. That is the true power of undivided attention. Remember, this isn't just a nice to have. It's essential. When you offer her this kind of presence, it has the power to make her feel more loved than words could ever capture. This is what the Old Stoics taught us to live in the moment, to stay grounded in your principles, to embrace the present with clarity, and to command attention in a way that speaks without shouting. When you truly master this, you will become the kind of man who commands respect, admiration, and the devotion of those around him. Women don't just want your presence, they crave it. When you give it to them completely, everything around you shifts. You are no longer just a man in the room. You are the man who is impossible to forget. Women desire your undivided attention more than any flashy declaration, and when you give it freely, the world, her world, will begin to revolve around you. You must step into that space, embrace it fully, and realize the incredible power you hold in giving her your undivided attention. This is the essence of love, wisdom, and true connection. Comment to remember, I command attention, and I am unforgettable. When you offer your undivided attention, you create a connection that speaks volumes. Be the man who leaves a lasting impact with your presence, and not just your words. 4. Speak into her strength. If you want to truly make a woman feel loved, listen carefully. It's not about extravagant gestures or over-the-top words. It's about recognizing her inner strength. Every woman, no matter how confident or accomplished she seems on the outside, battles a quiet, often invisible struggle with her self-worth, the silent question that echoes within her, regardless of age, success, or power, is simple yet profound. Am I enough? And guess what? It's up to you to answer that question. Not through hollow words, but through real, meaningful actions. Don't wait for her to express her insecurities aloud. Pay attention to the subtle things she does, the everyday tasks that might go unnoticed. Whether it's cooking, managing the household, handling a tough situation, or even dealing with the smallest of chores without being asked. These are the moments where you can speak into her strength. She doesn't expect you to praise her every time she picks up the slack. But when you pause for a second and truly acknowledge her hard work, saying something as simple as, "I admire how you just handle everything without being asked," you change everything. You're not just complimenting her, you're validating her inner power, her quiet resilience. This is what women truly crave, not hollow praise, but deep respect and recognition for the strength they quietly carry. This is where the ancient wisdom of Stoicism comes into play. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, taught that real strength isn't about seeking recognition, it's about accepting and appreciating what is in front of you. True power lies not in the need for applause, but in the quiet acknowledgement of what truly matters. When you see her small victories, when you honor her uncelebrated efforts, whether it's caring for the home or managing a hectic schedule, you're elevating her in a way no grand gesture ever could. It's these small, unseen victories that define love, not the loud proclamations. And the more you recognize them, the more you create a deep emotional safety net around her, a source of strength that will support her and build trust far beyond what any compliment can provide. This is where you must shift your mindset. Stop waiting for her to ask for your validation. Seek those moments when her quiet strength shines through and reflect that strength back to her. Don't focus on feeding her ego. Focus on nourishing her inner worth. When you do this, you're not only showing her love, you're empowering her. And when you empower her, she'll rise to meet you in ways you never thought possible. You see, Epictetus knew this well. True power comes from embracing what's in front of you without needing a big show. Don't wait for her to ask for your admiration. Witness her, celebrate her resilience, and speak into her soul. When you do this, you're not just loving her, you're helping her become her best self. And as she does, so will you. Let's set something straight. The real win doesn't come from boasting or grand gestures to impress her. The real victory comes from seeing her, really seeing her, for who she is, a woman who works tirelessly without asking for acknowledgement. The win is in recognizing her contributions, honoring her strength, and supporting her in ways that don't need loud fanfare. As Epictetus wisely said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. When you choose to react with quiet appreciation and deep acknowledgement, you build a bond that's rooted in respect, understanding, and mutual growth. This isn't just about feeling loved. It's about feeling understood, supported, and seen. And when a woman feels that way, she will continue to rise higher each day, more confident and stronger than ever, because you didn't just love her, you believed in her. So, men, if you want to master not only your life, but your relationships, take this lesson to heart. Speak into her strength. Don't wait for the grand moments to show you care. The real magic happens in the quiet moments, when you choose to honor her inner power. These are the moments that will define your connection. It's the depth of your recognition that will elevate her, and, in turn, elevate you. As she rises, so do you. If you find today's content useful to you, don't forget to share your feelings and lessons with us, or simply comment, "Very cool." 5. Touch that lingers, not just passes. Gentlemen, here's a truth that is often overlooked, but crucial to maintaining a powerful, lasting connection with your partner, the touch that lingers. In the chaos of our modern lives, it's easy to forget the simple yet profound impact of truly being present with one another. After a long, exhausting day when the world feels overwhelming, Nothing is more powerful than the warmth of your partner's embrace. Picture this: you come home, your mind overwhelmed with the demands of the day, your body aching from the grind, and there she is. She doesn't greet you with haste, but with a smile that invites you to pause, to breathe, to be present. She wraps her arms around you, not with a quick, perfunctory hug, but with a full embrace that lingers, that holds you just a little longer than expected. It's in these moments that the world outside fades away, and all that matters is the comfort, safety, and love you share in that stillness. A touch that lingers communicates far more than words ever could. It says, "I am here for you. You are safe with me. We are still connected." In today's fast-paced world, where everything feels like it's moving too quickly, we need to remind ourselves that deep, meaningful connections don't come from fleeting gestures or from words alone. They come from deliberate, intentional acts of presence, actions that show your commitment without needing to be spoken. The Stoics taught us that strength comes from within, but they also understood the importance of connection. They knew that we are not meant to bear the burdens of life alone. You are not meant to navigate this world in isolation. Your partner needs to feel that you are there, not just physically, but emotionally. A passing kiss or a quick, mechanical touch may seem enough, but it lacks the depth and meaning of a touch that truly lingers. A handshake may be functional, but it doesn't stir the soul. A hug, though, a hug that lasts just a moment longer, says everything. It's a quiet yet powerful affirmation: I'm here for you. Truly, this is not about lust or desire. It's about something deeper, something essential. It's about creating a sense of home and safety, where love and trust can grow naturally, without force. As Seneca, the great Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "The greatest wealth is to live content with little." You don't need grand, expensive gestures to show love, to deepen your connection, or to build trust. Sometimes the simplest acts, like holding her just a little longer, like lingering in that embrace, carry the most weight. It's these quiet, intentional moments that are the foundation of lasting relationships. A touch that lasts a little longer than expected speaks volumes. It nurtures the relationship and deepens the bond. It shows your partner that she is truly seen, heard, and valued, not just in words, but in the way you act. This act of holding her close, not just for a brief second, but for as long as it feels right, ensures that your relationship is grounded in more than just romantic feelings. It's rooted in mutual understanding, trust, and respect. Don't let these precious moments slip by. In a world that constantly pushes us forward, take the time to pause and touch her with intention. A fleeting kiss may seem like enough, but a lingering touch holds the power to create something lasting. Let go of the distractions, the noise, the demands of the outside world, and be present with her. A touch that lingers strengthens the bond you share. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them." Life is not a race. It's about walking side by side, savouring each step, creating moments of connection that are timeless. Don't rush through your relationship. Take the time to nurture it. The deeper your touch, the stronger your connection. So, make the conscious decision to linger. Choose to touch with purpose. Don't settle for quick, passing moments that offer no depth. Your relationship is built on steady, consistent acts of love and care, not on fleeting gestures. A touch that lingers doesn't just provide comfort in the moment. It roots your relationship, allowing both of you to grow together. It's in these moments that the real magic of love happens. Don't underestimate the power of a touch that lasts just a little longer than expected. That touch, that quiet connection, is what truly strengthens and sustains your relationship over time. 6. Feed her body, but nourish her spirit. To truly nourish a woman, you must understand one essential truth: feeding her body is just the start. The real magic lies in feeding her spirit. It's not about the food itself. It's about the care, intention, and thoughtfulness you pour into it. In a world that demands so much from women — strength, grace, independence There's a profound power in offering something simple, like preparing a meal. Picture this. It's a Tuesday night, the weight of the world resting heavy on your shoulders. Both of you are tired, worn out from the grind of the day. You walk into the kitchen, and there she is, preparing your favorite meal. It's not the easiest or fastest option, but it's one that speaks volumes. This is when the magic happens. It's not just about nourishment, it's a message. It says, I see you, I understand you, and I appreciate you. It's more than feeding her. It's a gesture that shows you're there, you're present, and you care. When she sits down to that meal, it's not just food she's tasting your thoughtfulness, your effort, and the love you've infused into every bite. The gratitude she feels doesn't have to be verbalized. You can see it in the way she exhales, in the way her eyes soften, and in the quiet recognition that you remembered what matters most to her. There's no need for a perfect meal. Even if things aren't just right, even if you burn the dish or spill flour on your shirt, don't sweat it. It's not about perfection. It's about the message behind it, the silent support, the intention behind the act. In a world where women often hide their vulnerabilities, this kind of care speaks volumes. It says more than any "I love you" could. This isn't about completing a task, it's about connection. Emotional intelligence is about understanding each other's unspoken needs. You're not checking off a box, you're offering something far more significant to your presence. That's what she feels when you show up for her in the simplest, most meaningful way. The act of feeding her body and soul is powerful, even more so because it doesn't demand anything in return. Remember the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." The true wealth in relationships is in stripping away distractions, focusing on what really matters, connection. Don't just go through the motions, be present. Understand what truly nourishes her. It's the small, thoughtful actions that speak louder than grand gestures. Stoicism teaches that true strength lies in understanding what we truly need. It's in the little things, the ones that reach the heart, that you create a bond built to last. This isn't about duty or routine, it's about making a deep emotional connection. Through small, thoughtful acts, you'll build a love that doesn't just survive, but thrives. You'll show her, without uttering a word, that you're always in her corner. This is how you win in love and in life. So, if this resonates with you, comment below and share it with someone who could use this wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing insights. Comment to remember. I cherish the small, meaningful gestures that create deep connections. Leave this in the comments to engage with our community and reflect on the power of genuine care and attention in relationships. 7. Your health is her future. Your health is her future. Forget the superficial obsession with numbers on a scale or fitting into a shirt for a summer vacation. Those things are fleeting. True wellness goes beyond these shallow standards. It's a promise, a vow you make not only for yourself, but for the life you're committed to sharing with her. The purpose of taking care of your body isn't just about looking good for the next vacation, but ensuring you're there for her when it counts. You don't make health choices for external validation, but because you are choosing to live a long, vibrant life together, side by side. Each time you lace up your sneakers, it's more than just preparing your body for movement. It's about being there for her. It's about creating a future where you can grow old together. Every stretch, every healthy choice is a silent declaration of your dedication to this shared life, a future you will both enjoy. The green smoothie in your hand. It's not a sacrifice, but a preparation for a future worth living. Don't aim for perfection. Aim to be present, aim to be alive, and aim to be with her for the long haul. When you prioritize your health, it's not just for your own benefit, it's for her peace of mind. She notices it when you take care of yourself, when you manage stress, when you choose health over convenience. It's the small, powerful shifts that speak volumes how you hold yourself, your commitment to being present in the moment, your respect for your body. She sees that your health isn't a self-centered act. It's a deep promise to her. 2. Your actions remind her that your shared life is precious and worth protecting. When she sees you making these choices, you're showing her that your life together is something sacred. It's a message that says, I'm here for the long run. Ancient Stoic wisdom has much to teach us about this. The Stoics understood that true strength isn't about showy displays or grand gestures. It's about consistency, discipline, and a deep understanding of life's fleeting nature. Caring for your body isn't merely a quest for a few more years. It's about honoring the time you have and making the most of it with the person you love. The Stoics believed in the power of the small, consistent acts, the daily decisions that define a life well lived. It's this strength that is built not through words, but through unwavering commitment to a better future. You must show this commitment, not just talk about it. True strength is the quiet discipline to live each day in a way that reflects your deepest values. Taking care of yourself is not selfish, it is shared care. When you prioritize your health, you're showing her you are committed to the journey ahead, that you are in this for the long haul. You are teaching her by example that your relationship is built on trust, respect, and shared goals. Your actions, more than anything you could say, will prove that you're ready to weather the storms of life together. This kind of commitment forms the foundation for a deep, lasting connection. It creates a life where growth, partnership, and shared purpose become the bedrock of your days together. This is the true gift you give her, the promise that your life, your future, is not just about surviving, but thriving. Every choice you make, from your diet to your workout, is about creating that future. Your health isn't just about you, it's about what you're building together. The future you want to share, one of health, strength, and fulfillment, depends on the decisions you make today. Don't stop pushing forward. Every time you move, every time you choose to take care of your body, you are sending a powerful message. It's a message that says, I want to build a future with you, and I'm willing to fight for it. In the end, this isn't just about physical fitness. It's about showing up for her, proving with your actions, not just words, that you love her. Your health is your gift to her. Stoic wisdom teaches us that strength is shown through action, through discipline, and through living with purpose. So, stay committed, stay disciplined, keep moving forward. Your health is her future, and that future, it's worth everything. As Marcus Aurelius once said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Your choices, your discipline, your actions, these are what will shape your future together. Live by this principle. Make the commitment today for both your sake and hers. 8. Dress like desire. Dress like desire. Let's make one thing clear. It's never about impressing her. It's about reminding yourself of the fire you are, the flame, and she's lucky to feel its heat. Life often swallows you whole. You get lost in the routine, wearing the same jeans and t-shirts, going through the motions. But then, tonight, something shifts. You decide to break free. You reach for that suit, the one that fits perfectly, the one she adores. When you put it on, something happens. You walk into that room, and for a brief moment, her world stops. She looks at you, not just with admiration, but with awe, like she's meeting you again for the first time. But it's not the suit that captures her attention, it's the intention behind it, the power behind that choice. When you dress in a way that says, I still want to stoke your desire, even after all the routines, the years, the grind, that speaks louder than anything you could say. Now, you might ask, do I need to keep dressing up to keep her interested? Let me answer you firmly. No. You don't dress up for her, you dress for yourself. You do it because it's a powerful reminder of your own worth. It's about feeling magnetic, alive, confident, remembering who you are. When you look in the mirror and think, damn, I still have it. That's the energy she feels, whether she shows it or not. Women are visual creatures, yes, but they crave more than looks. They desire the energy of a man who knows his power, who refuses to let time or routine dull his shine. This is ancient Stoic wisdom. It's the iron mind that doesn't bow to the pressures of the world, a man who keeps his edge, his fire, sharp no matter what. You dress like you desire, not because you want to impress her, but because you're affirming to yourself who you are. You are not defined by the chaos of life, by the grind of the daily routine. You're a force, unyielding, untamed, and you dress like that. True greatness consists in being great in the little things, said Marcus Aurelius. And when you show up as the best version of yourself, you remind her, and yourself, that you're worth more than just another day slipping by unnoticed. Don't dress for approval. Dress to reclaim your fire. The essence of being a man of substance lies in never letting life's weight crush you. The Stoic mindset, the deep understanding of yourself and the world around you, reminds you of the power of self-respect, self-awareness, and self-love. In a world that demands you forget your worth, it's on you to remind yourself, not just through words, but through actions. When you wear that suit, when you wear that intention, you're signaling to her, to the world, and most importantly, to yourself, that you are a man who stands tall, no matter what the world throws at you. Let us train our minds to desire what the situation demands, said Epictetus. And right now, the situation demands you to dress as a man who commands respect, who understands his value, who knows that life isn't about surviving, it's about thriving. Dress up, not because you want her to notice, but because you want to notice yourself. The man who hasn't lost his fire. This is not vanity. This is mastery. A powerful reminder that you are worthy of greatness. Every single day. When you dress like this, you aren't just a man in a suit. You are the embodiment of resilience, strength, and self-mastery. Don't let life's hustle make you forget who you are. Comment to remember, I dress to remind myself of my power. 9. Freedom is the new seduction. Freedom is the ultimate form of attraction. Think about it. She's on the couch, headphones in, absorbed in a cooking show, a fashion program, or whatever captures her interest. Instead of demanding attention, interrupting, or making her feel guilty, you simply offer a calm, understanding smile and say, "Enjoy your time, babe. I'll see you later." No strings attached, no pressure, just peace. And that's when the real magic unfolds. She looks up at you, not with guilt or anxiety, but with the relief that comes from being with a man who understands the power of space. A man who doesn't cling to her every moment. A man who can live fully without needing her to fill every second. This is the freedom she craves, and it's the freedom that makes her return to you, more complete, more loving, and more present. You want to captivate her. Stop panicking when she needs her space. Don't suffocate her. Don't cling. Give her the room she needs to recharge and be her own person. Because here's the truth. You must internalize love isn't about being glued together at all times. It's about being emotionally self-sufficient while staying deeply connected. It's about trusting that she can be apart from you, yet still care, still love, and still choose you. When you allow her the freedom to step away, to take time for herself, or to spend time with friends, you're not losing her. You're strengthening your bond. She doesn't need you at her side every second of the day. What she needs is the reassurance that when she takes a step back, you won't fall apart. You won't crumble into insecurity, demanding attention and validation. When she says she's going out with friends, taking a solo trip, or immersing herself in her own world, don't take it personally. Don't make it about you. Don't turn it into a crisis. See it for what it is, an investment in your relationship. By giving her space, you're affirming her autonomy and independence. You're not losing her by letting her breathe. You're keeping her by allowing her the freedom to grow and return to you as her most genuine, refreshed self. You want to be the man she misses, the one she desires. Then stop seeing love as a game of constant proximity. Stop fearing her time away from you. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics. They understood something that most men today overlook. True strength lies in balance. A real man is emotionally self-sufficient. He doesn't depend on others to determine his worth or his happiness. His strength doesn't come from demanding constant attention. It comes from emotional mastery, from understanding that love isn't about constant togetherness. It thrives in the space between. Love grows when both people are independent, strong, and secure in themselves, whether together or apart. When you give her the space she needs, you are not creating distance. You are nurturing closeness. You're allowing her the time to recharge, so she can return to you with more to give. You are not holding her back. You are encouraging her to thrive as an individual, and in doing so, you make her desire you more. This is the paradox of true connection. Give her space, and she will come back stronger, more engaged, and more committed to the relationship. Don't stifle her. Don't demand constant attention. Don't create emotional drama. Instead, create an environment of freedom and trust. You must master the art of emotional independence. Freedom is the only thing that matters, the Stoics might say. And they are right. Love doesn't need to be suffocating to be deep. It doesn't require constant validation to be real. Love, in its purest form, is about mutual respect for each other's space. As the great Epictetus said, freedom is the only goal worth striving for. So, give her the space she deserves. Watch how your relationship strengthens, how your connection deepens, and how, with every bit of freedom you give her, she returns to you more in love than ever before. 10. Patience in the face of challenges. Patience in the face of challenge is an underrated virtue, yet it speaks volumes when it comes to relationships. Patience is not just a passive waiting game, it is a profound act of care. You must recognize that life is full of ups and downs, and emotions can sometimes run wild. That is precisely why being patient with her when things get tough is so powerful. It's the understanding that she doesn't always have the perfect answers, and sometimes she simply needs time to work things out. Patience, in its truest form, is about being there without rushing her, offering a steady presence while she navigates her emotional terrain. When you allow her the space to process her feelings, you're not only showing her love, you're also offering the security of knowing that she doesn't have to go through the storm alone. This is where strength is forged in a relationship. Don't underestimate the power of patience. It's not just about being quiet while things settle down. It's about showing an unwavering willingness to understand, to listen, and to stand by her through it all. You must be there for her without judgment, without the pressure of demanding anything in return. And that makes all the difference. That is how true care manifests itself, through the simple yet profound act of patience. In this, you will notice that your relationship will grow stronger. A patient partner doesn't just weather the storm with her, but becomes her safe harbour. It is this act of unspoken understanding that forges a bond deeper than any words could convey. Think of it as an anchor in turbulent seas, always steady, unwavering, and strong. There is nothing more empowering for a woman than knowing she has someone who will remain steadfast in the face of adversity. Patience is an affirmation of trust. Trust that both of you can make it through tough times without the need for constant reassurances or explanations. Be the calm she seeks when the world around her feels chaotic. Don't rush her through her emotional journey. Understand that she may not always have clarity in the moment, and that's okay. What matters is that you give her the time and space to arrive at that clarity in her own way, without pressure. You must learn to silence the urge to offer immediate solutions. Sometimes, the best way to show care is by being a patient listener, not a problem solver. When you give her this kind of emotional room, you show her something much greater than words ever could. You show her that your love isn't conditional, that it's a love that stands the test of time, that can weather all storms. In that patience, you give her the gift of confidence, knowing that she is loved no matter what. And when she feels that unconditional love, she will love you back with a depth and understanding that surpasses the ordinary. So remember, patience isn't just a virtue. It's the cornerstone of lasting affection, trust, and genuine partnership. You must embrace this quality fully because, in the end, it's not about grand gestures or fleeting words. It's the quiet, steady presence that proves love is much more than what we say. It's in how we show up, day in and day out. And that's something she will appreciate far more than any I love you. 11. A sense of humor that lightens the mood. Laughter is a powerful tool, and it's a tool you must master. It cuts through the chaos, brings ease to heavy moments, and offers relief in times of stress. It's not just about making her laugh, it's about providing the space for joy, creating an atmosphere where the world's weight can fall away, even if only for a brief moment. A well-timed joke or a light-hearted comment during a tense situation can be a gift of priceless value. A sense of humor that lightens the mood does more than entertain. It builds resilience, establishes emotional safety, and fosters connection. You want to be the person who can transform a bad day into a better one with nothing but your wit. In times of difficulty, it's not always about fixing the problem. It's about how you stand beside her. You must bring that levity. Don't take life too seriously. In a world where pressure mounts, humor becomes the bridge that keeps people from drowning in stress. It's an indispensable trait in any relationship. Women value this more than you think. In fact, in many ways, a good laugh may mean more than you could ever say in words. Mark Twain wisely said, "Humor is mankind's greatest blessing," and he was right. It's not just a way to survive life's battles, it's a way to thrive in them. You must master this art, master the ability to create laughter, to offer her not just comfort, but a momentary escape. This is where true strength lies, being strong enough to withstand life's hardships and light enough to laugh in their face. Don't underestimate the value of humor. It's often more than just a good time. It's a declaration of your emotional strength. In those times when life's weight becomes too much and the world feels too serious, your ability to share a laugh becomes a quiet act of defiance. You're saying, no matter what happens, I'm here, and I'm not afraid to face it with a smile. This subtle shift in perspective creates an incredible bond. A shared laugh can often be more profound than words like, I love you. As Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, and humor is a profound tool that shapes our thoughts. Don't wait for the next stressful moment to figure out how to lighten the mood. Practice it now. Build the habit. You must create this habit of bringing joy, not only for her, but for you as well. Master your emotional state. Be the person who can shift energy from heavy to light. That's real power. In the modern world, where stress is a constant companion and challenges never seem to let up, laughter becomes a revolutionary act. It is not just a reaction to life, it is a choice. You must make that choice every day. Be the man who sees the humor in the mundane, who can make her smile even on the hardest days. Don't allow life to make you forget how much a little laughter can ease a heart. And when you bring that laughter, when you offer her that brief escape, you are offering something far greater than just a smile. You're offering a moment of peace in a chaotic world. That is a gift worth more than any words you could speak. You must never underestimate the power of laughter, for it has the power to heal, to connect, and to transform. Live with this understanding, and watch how the world around you, especially the woman you care about, responds. In a world dominated by fleeting digital moments, ask yourself, what are you leaving behind? It's easy to get lost in the rush of social media, but what truly matters are the quiet, meaningful moments that capture love's essence. A simple photo, framed with care, becomes more than just an image. It's proof of a shared bond, a memory that says, we mattered. Real love isn't about shouting from the rooftops. It's about depth, intention, and showing him that your connection is worth holding on to. You are not just a moment in his life. You are a permanent mark. To become unforgettable, act with purpose. As Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Be the presence that leaves an impact, the touch that matters, and the voice that cuts through the noise. When you're unforgettable, it's because you command connection, not attention. You are a force that echoes long after the moments pass. True love isn't fleeting. It's built through presence, intention, and the quiet strength of your actions. If you understand this, own it. Say it, I am the memory. Your love isn't just a passing emotion, it's a force that stays. You aren't a footnote, you're the chapter he'll never forget. Move with purpose, speak with truth, and become unforgettable. Don't just survive in love, thrive, and always remember the energy you create is unbreakable.